Hello, vinyl community. I just did a little bit of shopping today, just to pass the time and see what new things I could find. I made several stops, but I only made purchases at two different stops. The first was the Goodwill that's further away from me. They they had a lot of. Oh, wait a minute. These. No. That's wrong. That's wrong. These were from Savers. These were from Savers. Yes, these were from Savers. Okay. Which is a good thing because they're cheaper there. They're about half the price of Goodwill. Yes, Savers. I originally went to the Goodwill further away from me, and they didn't. So a DJ, hip hop and rap DJ apparently donated his or her collection of records, mostly 12-inch singles, as is usually the case with DJs. So there was a lot of that kind of stuff, and it didn't really interest me. I saw a couple that I was vaguely interested in, but not for $2 for a 12-inch single. So I passed on those, and they didn't have any interesting equipment or anything. So I struck out there. But then my next stop was Savers. Okay, there I found several items. I noticed their vinyl collection had been beefed up a little bit. So I suspected there was some new stuff in there, and there was. I found some interesting things. Okay, so the first is a 12-inch single of Sun City, Artists United Against Apartheid. Yeah, that was a benefit in the mid-'80s, 1985, Artists United Against Apartheid. Just some names that catch my eye. Let's see, Peter Gabriel, Miles Davis, Bob Dylan, the Fat Boys, Herbie Hancock, Run DMC, John Oates, Pete Townsend, Bobby Womack, Pat Benatar. Yeah. So it just like is one of these super groups that they get together to help out a cause, basically. So this was a 12-inch single. It's a promotional copy. It had on side A it has Sun City, and then on side B it has Not So Far Away, the dub version. So yeah, they had two copies, and I picked the better copy. So then we have Kenny Loggins. I don't have a lot of Kenny Loggins. I think I might have a couple, but they're Loggins and Messina. So, but this is a solo one, and this is "Celebrate Me Home." I think that's one of his classic songs. Yeah. So, from 1977. This is one of those that I just decided to get and give it a chance, even though it looks pretty silly on the back. But it's Tim Scott, Swear. There you see the silliness on the back. Yeah. But it looks like synth-based music, so it's probably very 80s pop, I'm assuming. Electro pop, or whatever you want to call it. Then we have Leo Sayer, Thunder in My Heart. Yeah. This next one, I'm a big fan of the Fifth Dimension. They are most famous for the Age of Aquarius. It was the Age of Aquarius. Let the sun shine in, or something like that. Anyway, apparently I'm not that big of a fan, but I do have several of their records. Yeah, but these are two members of the Fifth Dimension, Marilyn and Billy. So it's Marilyn McHugh and Billy Davis Jr. A duet album. And they're just, you know, as is usually the case, even with the Fifth Dimension, they basically do covers, so cover songs. Then we have one that I think Tammy will be interested in. She might have this one. I know she has a lot of his albums, but it's In Flight, George Benson. This is awesome. He has a parrot on his shoulder there. That one's from 1977. And then this one I was pretty excited about. It is The World of Duke Ellington. And it's a double LP there. It's the gatefold with some text in there. Yeah, I'm very excited about that. And these, by the way, were $1 each. And this one I was very excited about. I've seen the name Mr. Acker Bilk before, and it's one of those usual Goodwill or even Salvation Army fare. Yeah, basically playing classic piano. But this one is Mr. Acker Bilk and Bent Fabric together. I was listening to a 60s station on Slacker Radio, and Bent Fabric occasionally comes on, and I forget the song that I really like, but I don't know that it's on here, but I really like Bent Fabric, and that's a very interesting name too. Yeah, so very excited about that one. And then I went to, these were from, where were these from? These were from, oh yes, these were from the Pet Adoption Center thrift shop. First of all, definitely building up a collection of classical music. Just today I listened to the first 3 sides of The Magic Flute by Mozart. Yeah. So this is Claude Debussy, Preludes for Piano. Books 1 and 2, Paul Jacobs on piano. And double LP there. What's that? Just text, as is usually the case with those classical albums. And I believe these were also $1 each. And then this one is interesting, and it goes into my spoken word or documentary type recordings. That is Freedom's Finest Hour, and you'll see it's narrated by Ronald Reagan. And there he is down there. So that should be interesting. Yeah. Definitely, you know, one of the areas that I like is historical recordings and old-time radio on vinyl. So there you go. Alright, well, that was it. Just a few finds for you today. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.